You have experienced this, like one trip to China that you took, I think, was basically taken off, the whole documentation of it, off the Chinese internet within an instant.
It's very strange to find yourself censored. So a year and a half ago, it was in November, went to China, had a press conference with the state-managed media. Everyone was very polite. We stuck to we love Chinese citizens, we like to do innovation. Very non-controversial. So within about 15 minutes, somebody pulls me to the side and shows me in Chinese a directive, which I then use Google Translate to translate as, all mentions of Eric are to be deleted immediately in China. So at that point, I wasn't quite sure what to do, but they allowed me to continue to do everything as long as there's no mention of me.
How is this going to play out in China? Because obviously they've gotten very good at controlling their internet.
But this is one of the fundamental races in our society, right? It's a race between the ability for a government to omit information and make people feel like they're getting the full story, and the genuine criticism and curiosity of human nature. And I will tell you, by the way, I want the openness to win.
We observe that the vast majority of the world's technological infrastructure has not yet been built. And there's only so many companies and so many countries that have the capacity to do this. So we predict a Cold War for cyberspace where you have some companies that build infrastructure with trapdoors and that's conducive to surveillance, and other companies that build infrastructure that looks like what we have here in Germany. And it'll be a race for influence.
I understand that Google started out as a business, so you had an idea and you wanted to make it work, and then you did make it work very well. But now it seems that before you start bringing out a product, you have to consider so many factors because you grew so much. So that, for example, you are an electrical engineer, but sitting with you is somebody who studied, I think, history and politics, and I mean, I think the concept.
He's pretty good. He's okay.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean that.
He's okay. Also, we like it.
That's great. That's fine. I'm happy you're happy with each other. But anyways, and how you develop ideas now? Do you go and think about the ethical background, the moral background? Do you have experts, and do you have philosophers? I know you have lawyers. I know you have business consultants. But how do you start an idea now, and how do you decide whether you're going to do it or not?
The idea process at Google is more complicated than it would appear. We encourage our engineers to do something called 20% time, where they're encouraged to invent whatever they would like. We select people who are broadly educated. So we try very hard to find people who are not just pure programmers, but the standard is, are they interesting people? Have they done something unusual? We try to get people who have more than just a narrow interest in life.
Thank you so much, not only for talking to us here, but also for sharing in the book, sort of in an honest way, the trade-offs that are connected to the internet.
And I want to say that, as usual, you have defined yourself as a German. You actually read the book. Thoroughness is a mark of the character of the country, and thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, good. Thank you.